Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 84 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Stockton. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, he got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
We got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 20 carries, 85 yards. 2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one caught by Coates. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Buying time to his left. Brought in by Coates. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 41 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Chubb is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Well, this defense for the Browns, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Stockton. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 4th down, Stockton. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness. And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie. Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Stockton. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
To throw on second down. Stockton got his man complete over the middle. It's Craig. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Stockton. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that's just one of those head scratchers. You watch that one back on film as a coach, probably say, well, what in the world did we do there?
Yeah, it makes it tough on a coach, doesn't it? When you have to teach him how to keep fighting and breaking tackles versus when to say, that's enough. That play is already done.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
7-7, our score after 1.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And oh, what a catch there by Allen.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Browns have moved out in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stockton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught by Allen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Okay, ready?
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw here.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Stockton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Stockton. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 10 yards out.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To throw on second down. Stockton looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Looking to throw. Stockton. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back to throw again. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is indeed good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Stockton.
He's got Otten on the out route.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. They'll drop to throw. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Operating from the gun. Stockton, left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Stockton.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Stockton.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Browns defense stands tall. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Handoff comes to Chubb.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And again, it's Chubb. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's good one. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. A give. This is Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A run for Nick Chubb.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll look to throw. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it second down. Chubb.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. Yeah,
you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that is incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. He hits more.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to throw. Stockton.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Stockton, that's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the gun on 3rd down. Stockton right back to Chris Godwin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Looking to throw. Stockton, that's complete, right around the 8. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Chubb. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. On the ground, it's Chubb. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Down right around the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Throwing after the interception. Stockton. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Stockton across the formation. He finds Godwin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season.